Okay. See, last week, we were discussing, we did, this server promotion, right? Domain controller promotion. We created a domain called google.com, right? So today, what we are going to do, I need you to know the day-to-day related activities in the Active Directory. Okay. So before I go there, I want to show you once the domain controller got promoted, how will your server looks like. You see here, this is my DC001. This is my domain controller 001, which is the one which I built last week, correct? Na? So if you see, you can see a domain name called google.com, correct, right? This is the, now you already know domain controller means in the server where we have installed Active Directory domain services role, and once you promote that server, the workgroup server, to a domain, that server will act as a domain controller because you can do the control of the entire domain using the server. Okay, and to log into this domain controller, you should minimum have the domain administrator. If you see here, if you go to users, you see a lot of groups here, and you can see many things are there with domain. See, domain users are there, domain guests are there, domain controllers are there, domain computers are there, domain admins are there. See, this domain admin is there now. This person is the highest privileged person in the domain, entire domain. He can do anything and everything. He can even collapse the company within one by using just a command. He can even well maintain the entire estate. Okay, that is the this is the account which has got superpower, I could say. Okay, so every domain has got the domain admins. Okay, so if your ID get added here, then you will be part of domain admin. Okay, like if I go to the members and if I add, okay, any user which is newly created, that user will act as a domain admins. Okay, so that is the thing. So today I want you to know how can we create or how can we align the folder hierarchy and all in the Active Directory. Okay, see, if you remember last week I created a new organization unit OU called India. Under that I have created multiple OUs for Bangalore location, and within Bangalore location, thinking that we have multiple departments in the organization, to segregate the user according to the department, I have created the folders called admin, HR and IT, correct, right? So here we will create the user. Say for example, there is a user got joined the organization and he work for admin department. So you get a ticket stating that we need to onboard the user or we need to create the user account for that particular user in the admin department. Say for example, Vinayak. Okay, Vinayak is joined Google as an office admin. Okay, I want to onboard him. You get a ticket in the service now stating that Vinayak, he just joined. This is the first name, this is the last name, this is his mobile number, this is the manager information. So what you have to do, you have to log into the domain controller, go to the OU called India, under that Bangalore, under that admin, that will be mentioned in the ticket. You have to go here. Either you right click on the admin folder, or even you can just click on the admin OU and right click on the empty space here. You get multiple options. In the multiple options, you see there is an option called new. When you hover the mouse there, or when you bring the cursor there, correct, right, on the new, it will ask you to create a new computer. Okay, new contact, new group, or new organization, printer, user, shared folder, whatever you want you can create. But in our case, we are going to onboard a user, then we have to select new user here. Clicked on the user account, and when I click on the user account, it will ask me to enter the first name, last name, user logon name, email ID, etc., etc. Okay, so say for example, first name is Vinayak. Okay, and maybe the last name initial is K. So if you want to put initial, either you can put initial, or if you want to keep it as a last name, you can keep it. Okay, Vinayak. See, his full name is Vinayak K, automatically populated. So now the user logon name should be Vinayak K. Vinayak K at the rate google.com. Okay, this UPN we call it as user principal name. This can be changed. You can add multiple UPNs to the already created user account. Okay, if you want, I can show you that. But now, once you provide that information, first name, last name, and the user logon name. This is unique, guys. You can have multiple Vinayak K in the OU, but the user logon should be different. Maybe Vinayak K1, Vinayak K2, Vinayak K3, like that goes on. But this is unique. You will have only one Vinayak K in the entire estate. You cannot duplicate this. Okay. So let me say next. When I say next, it is asking me to provide the password. The password can be password at the rate 123. You should also give the same password at the rate 123. Okay. Something is wrong. One second. Let me add the password again. PASSWORD at the rate 123. See here. Now you have four options here. User must change the password at next logon. See, I am creating the user account for Vinayak. Ideally, Vinayak should only know his password. No one else should know his password because that is against the security compliance. That's why what we will do, whenever we set any password, we will give it to the user and we will check this box. User must change the password at the first logon. Okay, means whenever the user is saying to log in at the first attempt, right, this will force him to change the password to continue further. Then he have to change the password for his own password, whatever password he can remember or whatever password he is familiar with, he can keep it. And the password one you set, that will be changed off. Okay, so this can be added. I can just, to show you how that works, let me keep the same like this and say next and finish. Now you see Vinayak got changed, I mean created. Okay, so now Vinayak is trying to log into a server or a computer. Okay, but instead of password at that 123, he's trying like Vinayak at that 123. Four times he entered the wrong password at three times. Yes, Ashok. Ashok.
Actually, in that creating a new user, what is that fourth option, sir? Account disabled.
One second. Here, new user. Okay, okay, here,
Mm.
let me show you here. Here, right?
Yes, sir.
This one,
In this,
This one,
mm.
User must change the password at
Yes, sir.
next logon. User cannot change the password means if you check
Not
this,
that.
then password never expires.
Okay.
These are the four options you
Okay.
found there. Account is disabled,
Yes, sir, this one.
If you
Account is disabled. What is that one?
if you select this one, even the account is there, that account is
Mm.
disabled means all the access will be removed for this particular. You see here, there is a user account. So disable
Yes,
is
sir.
nothing but
Uh-huh.
removing all the access. Say for example, you are working in google.com or Google company. You got some better opportunity, you are moving to
Okay.
Microsoft. That time your last working day, what we will do, we will just disable your user account, so all your access will be removed. That is called as offboarding of the user. Onboarding means when you join a company,
Okay.
your ID will be created. Offboarding means when you leave the company, your ID will be disabled and deleted. We will not directly delete it. We will disable the
Okay,
account
sir.
first. After 20 days or 30 days, your
Mm.
account will be deleted permanently. Okay, that is deleting. Okay, so let
Okay,
me,
sir.
if you want to enable, I'll
Okay.
show you that actually. If you want to enable, right click and enable account. See, it got changed. So now you know how to create a user account. And
Okay.
as I told, Vinayak is trying with the wrong password like Vinayak at the rate 123 instead of password at the rate 123. So we have set some password policies actually. So user must, I mean, whenever there is a 3 to 4 times wrong password entered, okay, the Active Directory treat it as not a legitimate access, and it will suspect some, maybe this is a malicious activities happening there. Then it will the account will be logged out. Means it says your account has been logged. Reach out to the Active Directory administrator or your administrator to unlock the account. So you get a ticket stating that Vinayak account is locked out, you need to unlock it. How can you unlock the account? Very simple. Vinayak, you will come to this google.com and you don't know, there are thousands together OUs are there, you don't know where exactly that person is there, Vinayak is there. What you will do, you will just right click on this google.com and you see an option called find. You'll click on this find option, and in the find you have multiple things. See, you can even find a user account, contacts, groups, computer object, printer, shared folders, वगैरह वगैरह. There are many things, but what are we trying to search now? We are trying to search a user account, correct? So the first option, you select the first option. By default the first option will be there. Now select search Vinayak, Vinayak, and if you search Vinayak, all the If it is one Vinayak, only one Vinayak will come. If it is 10 Vinayak, all the 10 Vinayak will come here. That is why you should always search with the account, log on account now, name, which is Vinayak K. Now you see only Vinayak K will come. If you double click on this Vinayak K, go to accounts, and if you see this is Vinayak K, you have opened the right user there. And you see here unlock an account, unlock account. Correct now? Can you see this unlock account? Hello guys.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
you
could.
have to you have to select that unlock account and then apply. Okay. Now the user account has been unlocked. That's all. Then you will drop an email to the user Vinayak stating that Vinayak, I have just unlocked your account, requesting you to use the right password. That's all. Okay. Now Vinayak is on leave. Maybe 10-15 days he was on leave. Okay, ideally by default, what happens? Every 3 months or 90 days once, the password will get expired. You have to change the password within 90 days. Okay, if you're not changing the password within 90 days, your password will expire, and the Active Directory will force you to change the password. Okay, so he forgot the password and he is trying with the password, it is not happening. Then he will tell, okay, I forgot the password. Can you please reset the password to me? How to do that? Same Google, right click on the google.com, go to find option here, and you search Vinayak here. Vinayak, and if you say hit enter or find now, you get Vinayak ID here. Now you want to reset the password. Same, right click on the Vinayak password, Vinayak. You see an option called password, reset password. See, can you see reset password? Yes.
Yes, Manju.
You have to
Yeah.
click on that reset password. Okay, and then enter the new password. What is the password? PASSWORD at the rate 123, PASSWORD at the rate 123. See, now we are going to reset the password for the user called Vinayak. And you see user must change the password next login. You have to keep that, and thinking that probably already the user might have tried multiple times wrong password and his account must be logged out or would be logged out, you can select this unlock the user accounts and say okay. See, now user account password has been changed and also the account has been unlocked. Now you can just share the new password on the phone or on the email. So normally email will not be entertained. You have to send user account. When you double click on this here, if you go to address or if you go to telephone, okay, here you have the phone number, mobile number will be there. Okay, and you have some tools there actually here. If you here you have some option called message or text the user, then you can click on the text the user and mention the new password, and password will go to the users, and user will see the new password, and he will just change the password at the first login. Okay, that is how it should be there. So now the password has been reset and the password has been sent to the user. Now you know how to create a user account and how to reset the password and how to unlock the user account when there is a multiple attempts of wrong passwords. Correct, right? Another option, another one thing, you want to create some group. Okay, here, say for example, in the IT department, okay, there are three users. Let me create some users here. Okay, let me create Sandeep. So Sandeep, he joined IT now today, okay, and you are going to create his ID Sandeep at the rate google.com. Okay, so you are going to onboard him. Password at the rate 123, password at the rate 123. Okay, so this one in any way you should always check this. User must change the password next login. Since I am doing the lab, I want to save some time, so I will not do that. Next one is Giri. Okay, so Giridhar also joined now Google, and we are onboarding him at the rate google.com, PASSWORD at the rate 123, PASSWORD at the rate 123. Okay, and I want to uncheck this one because I am doing the lab. One more user account. Let me scroll down. Was there? Okay, Ashok. So new user account Ashok at Ashok at the rate google.com. Password is password at the rate 123. PASSWRD@123. User must not change the password at next logon. See? So now you have created three new users. Okay, and all three users should have the same password, sorry, same access for all the servers, for all the applications. Okay, then every time you should not log into the server and give the username and grant access. Okay, what you can do, your manager told you, create a security group called IT-admins and add all these three users there, and add that group in the access group so that access will be provided. So what you have to do, you have to right click on the ITOU again here. Now click on new, but instead of user, now you have to select the group. See, group option is there. Select the group, and your manager told IT-admins. This is the group, and the group scope should be global, and the group type should be security. See, global means it is entire domain. Okay. Security means where you can apply the group policies. If it is a distribution, you cannot apply the group policy. Distribution means you can only create the email groups. In the email account, when you want to send for entire team, the email group will be coming. No? That is distribution group means email group it is. Okay. But you have to create a security group. So say okay. And you see now the difference you see, if I click on type, IT admin, it is a security group. See type, if you see, it is a security group, and you can see the icon also change. There are two user symbols are there in the IT admins, because that's a group. Group means what? Two or more peoples comes together. Correct, right? That is group. And individual user, it is a user account. See user, user, user. Now you want to add Sandeep, Giridhar, and Ashok to the IT admins group. How to add that? Double click on the IT admins. You can go to members and you can add. This is easy. Sandeep, just type San, one or two letters also it will come. Even if you put one letter, check name, see Sandeep comes. That is how intelligent is this Active Directory. If there are 10 pupils, their names start with yes, all the 10 will be listed out here, and you have to select the one which you wanted. Okay. And Giridhar, Giri also, if I just type GIR and say Giridhar came. Ashok, see Ashok is came. ASH Ashok came. You can add apply, okay, and see all the three users are now part of the IT admin group. You can apply, okay. Or what you can do another way, you can go to each and every account, user account. Double click on each and every user account. There is a tab called member of, and you can add the IT admins. See IT admin group name you can add, but this is time consuming because every user account you have to go there. Every user's account you have to go to properties and then member of and then add the group there. Instead of that, just open the security group and add all the users at one time. That is easy. Okay, so that is how you will add the user. Now I want you to grant access. So far, any questions, confusions, doubts?
No, all good, Manju, from my end.
Others?
Yes, Manju.
See, this is very, very important. This is what you do every day in your day-to-day work. And interview also, you will tell the same thing. If somebody asks you, what is the day-to-day roles and responsibility, if you do, you have to tell this, okay. I will work on the Active Directory, like user onboarding, like I'll create the user when the user joins, and I will disable the user when we are onboarding a user, and we'll also work on the account lockout issues, password edited issues, group membership, and granting access. See, I did it in 2 minutes, but I told it in 10 to 20 seconds, correct na? That is what. So now, any questions so far?
Sir,
Ashok.
sir, actually, sir, you said that we can set the expiry of password for like a limited time period, na, sir?
90 days by default, yes.
Like, okay. After expiring, like after the password get expired,
Hmm.
so like who should create another password, sir? It is employee or
See,
else
within 90
IT
days,
like.
within 90 days, okay, he himself can
Hmm.
change because he already know the old password and
Okay,
old password is valid. Correct, no? If the password is
okay, sir.
expired, he
Hmm.
cannot change it. He have to come to you. He will raise a ticket to Ashok, and Ashok will pick up the ticket
Hmm.
and look for the user. Okay, username is Giridhar. He will go to the Active Directory, search the user, reset the password, and send back to the user about the new password. He'll send the new password information to the Giridhar. So Giridhar, then he will, while he logging in, it will force him to change the password. So you have to
Okay,
change the
sir.
password after expiry. Before 90 days, since he already know the current password, and he can change the password whatever he wanted, like that.
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. So now I want you to grant access to a computer or a server. How to grant access to a computer or server? Just by adding the IT admins, I should be able to grant access to an application or a server for the entire user who are part of it. Okay. Now let me go to the PC01. So PC01, I want to grant access to PC01, but PC01 is not in Google domain. We are working in Google domain, correct? Na? But PC01 is in a different domain. Maybe that is Microsoft. Because this was the day one I created. Okay. Let me check what is this domain. Yeah, see, this is Microsoft domain. First of all, what I have to do, I have to remove this computer from the Microsoft domain and add it to the Google domain. I'll show you how to remove a computer from one domain and add to another domain. Remove from one domain and freshly add to another domain. How to do that? It's very simple. So now, since you know the local admin password, PASSWORD@123, see, this is the help actually. If you keep always the same password, you don't have to worry, or you don't have to worry about the password, forgotten password, all those things. Okay, see, admin is, now I am logging in, password at the rate 123 is the password. Now I'll go to the sysdm.cpl or the my computer properties. Okay, see, here I'll go sysdm.cpl, sysdm.cpl. See, I've opened it here. If I drag this here, you can see an option called change. See, the domain is now Microsoft, correct? Huh? Domain is now Microsoft. Before I go there, let me go to this DC001 and I'll show you if you can see any. What happened? Wait, I don't want this server. Let me power off. That is consuming more memory, na, so it is slow. I don't need server 1 for now today. Tomorrow I need. Okay, so now, okay, minus C. Now what? Okay, I'll go to the computers here. See, no computer is there with the name called PC01. Correct? Huh? Means there is no computer at all in the domain. Only this domain controller, if you see, only DC01 is there, because DC means that will come and sit automatically in the domain controller OU. PC means any computer that you domain join, that will come and sit in the computers OU. But if it is a domain controller, automatically it will come and sit in this domain controller container. Okay. So now I'll go to the PC. Okay, here I'll click on the change option, but I'll keep the same PC01, but I will, from the domain, what I will do, I'll add it to the work group. Instead of domain, Microsoft, what you can put work group here, WG work group, and say OK. Say OK, and it will ask for the username and password, or sometimes, see, it is asking the username and password. You have to enter the Microsoft's domain username and password. So there also I have the same username, administrator, and the password is password at the rate 123. See, password at the rate 123. Now I am good, and it says thank you for removing the user from the see, welcome to the work group environment. And if you say OK, the machine gets restarted now. Now it will be automatically removed from the domain. Okay, and it will be there in the work group. Once the machine gets restarted, then if you can just go and see again, it will not show microsoft.com. It will only show work group WG. I type WG, it will be there in the WG work group domain. So then you have to freshly add that machine back to the new domain called google.com. Any questions so far? I see a lot of silence.
No, Manju, all good.
Okay, are you guys following me, everyone?
Yes.
Others?
Yes. Yes.
Please ask
Yes,
me
sir.
if you have any question, guys. Yeah. Okay. See now my machine got restarted.
Manju.
Yeah.
So we have added into the domain username. Okay, if we can remove from domain also, right?
Yeah. That's what I did.
Okay.
That's
So
what I did
after
now.
instead of for a group, we can rejoin the domain again.
Correct. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm going to do it now.
Okay.
Okay. So can somebody please allow the person who is trying to join now? 1 minute is Vinayak, I guess. Anybody is there, Vinayak? Okay. Nobody allowed him. Huh? Okay, he was waiting. Okay. Yes. Now. Okay. Fine. Now you can see. I'll go to the same command prompt and sysdm.cpl if you do, and you can see now I am not in the domain. It says work group. Correct, right? This is what you asked. Huh? I am not now in the Microsoft.com domain. I am in the work group now. Now what I will do, I want to domain join the Google one. Google domain I want to join. Let me put Google here, change, go on change, click on domain again now, and now type google.com. And when I try to do google.com, it says an Active Directory domain controller ADDC for the domain google.com could not be contacted. That means it is not able to talk to the domain controller of the google.com. See, in 2 3 scenario, that will not happen. One is when the machine is down, shut down. But in our case, DC001 is up and running. Another one is when the firewall rules are blocked, but we have not blocked the firewalls. So here, both the conditions are failing here, correct, right? So now the other option is the DNS. So maybe that I need to change the DNS address. So before I do that, what I'll do, I'll go to the command prompt and check what is the IP address of the newly built domain controller. Okay, IP config of my google.com. It is 192.168.190.30 is there. I'll go to PC. Okay, and I'll just type IP config slash all, and you see here the DNS address is not there. See, DNS address is not there. That is why it is not happening. What I will do, ncpa.cpl in the network interface card, I'll go to properties and I'll go to TCP IP, and you see here it is empty. DNS address is empty. Okay, when I try to add google.com, that query is coming and checking here who's their DNS server. Can I just try to get the resolution for that google.com about the IP address? But it coming and checking, there is no one is there to answer. That's why it is telling I'm not able to contact the domain controller. So now 192.168.190.30, you are going to add the domain controller or the DNS server, which is DC001C 192.168.190.30. You are adding in the PC 01. Okay, now I won't do anything. I just added the DNS. Now if I just go to the sysdm here, the same option, and if I just OK, see, it is getting resolution now. It will happen now. Wait.
Yeah, Manju, I have a question.
Yeah, Giri.
So there is an option below that there is addition DNS IP in the IP.
Correct.
So
Minimum.
where?
See, there you can add n number of. See here. I'll show you. See, if you go to Ethernet 0, let me go to the firewall. Even though I add the DNS, it is not happening. Let me check the firewall. See, firewall is on here. It says green means it is on. I don't want the firewall to be on now. I'll turn off all the 3 firewalls. Okay, apply. Okay, now it is off. Now come here and the query you said, right? There you see multiple DNS. If you click on IPv4, you see multiple preferred DNS server, alternate DNS server. Means 2 DNS address you can add. In my case, only one DNS server is there. I've added only one. Imagine in the big organizations, you will have 50, 100 domain controllers. You can add any of the two domain controllers there. Okay, one domain controller IP here, another domain controller IP here. If you want to add 100 also, you can add. How to add? You go to advanced, go to DNS. Here you don't have any limit. You can add n number of DNS address. Even if you want 100, all 100 can be added here. Okay, so
Okay.
not an issue, but minimum one is required. Maximum any number of you can add it. Okay, so
Okay.
now
Thank you.
190.30. Now if I go to this one, change, if I click on domain is google.com. I ensure the domain name is typed google.com. Correct only, no?
So why
google.com.
did you turn the firewall, Manju?
Because firewall means what? It will filter out all the critical transactions or the communication, not to enter, not to go out of the server.
So
Okay,
we are accessing only internal. That's why
correct.
firewall is not required,
Correct.
right?
Here we are accessing only internal, all secure connection only. That is why I am turning off, because in the entire building we have a peripheral firewall, no physical firewall. That will
Yes.
filter out exactly what you want or what you don't want. That is why
Okay.
that is why I'm removing. But now why this is? Let me check what is the IP address carefully. IP config, IPconfig. Got the problem. So here if you, oh, this is base machine, huh? Okay, sorry. So IPconfig, IP config, it is 192.168.190.11. Okay, here what we have, gateway 192.168.190.1 only. Okay, fine. ncpa.cpl, unidentified it is. See, can you see it is unidentified is there? That is why it is not happening. Sometimes you can disable this, or if you just restart also it works. See, it will change to now google.com. I disabled and then enabled. From unidentified it will just become maybe google.com. See, it came now google.com. So now it should work here. So let me go here, google.com. It is always good to face the problems. Okay, then you will understand what exactly the problem and how to troubleshoot that. Okay, now I'm not able to domain join, right? Let me restart my computer. Wait one more time. This is one of the troubleshooting. I just verified the DNS address. DNS address is correct. It is 192.168.190.30. Gateway also 190.1. It is there. Firewall also I verified. Firewall is off. But still it is not having the communication. Correct, right? So that's why what I'm doing now, I'm trying to restart my personal computer once and then try to domain join. Okay, that should work now. PC01. Now log into PC01. Admin password is password at the rate 123. Okay, now if I go to command prompt, ncpa.cpl. Before that, let me try with the communication 192.168.190.30. Ping, I'm trying to do ping. See, ping also not working. See, ping itself is not working. That is why the communication is not there. Okay. Why it is not happening? Let me check. Okay, here I'll go in identified properties. IPv4 192.168.190.11 is there. Let me give it like 21, say for example 190.1, 192.160, 190.30. Okay, fine. So minus T, if I put continuously it pings. Uh, Something is wrong with this side, domain controller side. This side it is something is okay. I got the problem what it is. Maybe here I have changed the connection type other day. Wait.
It's connected to the network, that time only we can add into the domain, right?
No. Other day, what I did, I was doing some R&D. Okay, I wanted to enable the establish the connection between my base machine. See, it started working. Here, what I did, here the network connection. If you do settings, if you go to settings, here network type, it was bridged. Now I changed to NAT, and that is why now you can see the communication. See, so now you have the connection very quickly. What I will do, I'll go to command prompt sysdm.cpl, and if you go to change option domain, click on domain. Now Google, see it is asking me the username and password for the domain. Now administrator password is password at the rate 123. You can check the password here. See password at the rate 123 and I'm good. Now it will say welcome. See welcome to the google.com, and the machine gets restarted now. Restart now. And if you quickly go to the DC01, if you go to the computer object, you can see that PC01. Shall I refresh? See, the PC01 came here in the computer OU. So whatever computers you will join to the domain, no, those computer entry will come and sit here. Again, those computer entry will also keep in a separate OU. Okay, if it is Bangalore location, all the Bangalore location computers will be there in the Bangalore OU. Hyderabad is Hyderabad. Why? Because to apply the group policy, na, it will be easy. Okay, you can go to that Hyderabad or Bangalore OU and you can apply the computer for all the computers. There are two types of policies. One is computer policies and user policies. Computer policy means you will apply to the computers. User policy means you will apply to the users. Okay, so I will anyway explain you while doing the group policy about that. But now your understanding should be correct. Means all the computer objects will be in the single OU, and user accounts also will be there in the separate OU. Now let me check if the machine gets started. Yes, it got restarted. Let me send Control Alt Delete. Now I will not log in as an admin. Now if you see, it is not Microsoft, it is Google. Can you see Google? Sign into Google here. Yeah. Now you can type Google slash username is administrator and the password is password at the rate 123. Administrator, Google slash administrator, PASSWORD 123. Why it is not happening? Googly. Okay, spelling is wrong. Google PASSWORD at the rate 123. What is the problem? Google administrator PASSWORD at the rate 123. Yes, it is happening now. What is the can somebody tell me what is the administrator spelling? No, Nandini and Sandeep. Apart from Sandeep and Nandini, tell me what is the spelling for administrator, guys?
ADM, administrator, right?
Yeah,
ADMINISTRATOR.
correct. ADMINISTRATOR. That is very important, guys. If you don't know the spelling of the administrator, you will be out. Okay, so try to remember that because I have seen people's the client asks the person at least tell me the administrator spelling, I'll take you because I'm not we are on recording now, I cannot tell everything. Okay, please understand the seriousness of the those things. Okay, so fine, no problem. I'll talk to you offline when that is done. I'm trying to log in now to the PC01. See, almost there. It is now setting up my account, the profile, the first profile. See, my profile is ready. Now, what I have to do, I have to grant access, correct? I have to grant access to the group IT-admins Okay, in this server, what I have to do, I have to enable RDP access, the administrator access for those group. How to do that? Okay, you have to type a command called NUSR local user mgr dot msc. If you type that, you'll open this prompt. Local users and groups will be opened. That is one option. Another option, you can go to my computer, click on this file explorer, go to this PC, right click on this PC. This is graphics. Okay, manage, go to manage, and then you have to go to local users and groups. And here you have groups, users and groups. Okay, this is what I opened from the command prompt. Okay, what you do, you local lusr mgr.msc, if you type, okay, it will be opening. Now you have to go to the groups here, and you see multiple groups. Each groups will have dedicated level of access to this computer. I told you I should be granting the administrator access for that group. Okay, imagine sometimes you want to grant remote desktop user, means user should only log in, he should not be able to do any operations in the computer. If that is the case, RDP, very minimum access, RDP means. Okay, and if you are granting administrator access, okay, go here, click on add, click on IT-admins group name. See, IT-admins came, apply OK, and now you are adding IT admins to the administrator group. Then all the user who are part of this IT admins will have administrator access here. So apply and OK. Now go to the log off and let me check whether the access is working or not. Correct. So let me log off from the PC01 and I log in now freshly. Send Control Alt Delete. Now instead of administrator, I can just take any of the user account who's there in the group. Who's there in the group? IT. Okay, I'll take Sandeep. Okay, I'll go to the PC here, but I'll type Google/Sandeep. Okay, password at the rate 123. See, Sandeep, I have not granted directly to the Sandeep user account, but I have granted user access using the group, user group, correct? Huh? See, now Sandeep has got access. He is able to log into the computer now. That is how you have to work on the access. Okay, clear so far?
Yes,
Okay. Now I want to show one more. Okay, the last one for the day. Any question?
all good.
Okay. So now let us wait for this to complete creating the profile, and I log off Sandeep, and like Ashok asked, what is the disable? Correct, na? The fourth option. I'll show what will come if we just disable the account and try accessing. So whenever you first time log into the computer, it will create your profile. Na? It will take some time, like less than a minute, 30-40 seconds it will take at least. That depends on the configuration of your computer. In my case, I'm using 4 GB memory, it will be slow. Okay. Now let us go to app.viz.cpl, viz.cpl. See, I can see all the command prompts because Ashok has got access. I can see, I can even remove this. See, uninstall option is coming, means it is working fine. I'm working as an administrator. Okay, you can even see, go to the command prompt, you can see who am I, and it says you are Sandeep from google.com. Correct, na? So now I want to disable Sandeep. Today is last working day in Google. He is joining Microsoft. Okay, you get a ticket stating that Sandeep last working day is today. Kindly disable his ID. Very simple. You just have to right click on Sandeep and disable account. If you disable account, see the graphics will be changed. The logo, see there is a down arrow symbol is there now. See the difference, Giridhar account and Sandeep account. You see some difference. Means that account is now disabled. Now Sandeep morning came, he logged in. Okay, 4 o'clock he went for a coffee break. Okay, so he logged off his machine and he just came after 5 o'clock and he's trying to now logging into the machine thinking that he still have access, but our IT people have been already removed his access, and it says your account has been disabled, please see your system administrator. Correct. Now he will not be able to log into any of the computer, or he will not be able to access any of the application which is granted access using the ID card Google/Sandeep. Correct. That is the beauty. This is a single point where we will offload the or offboard the user from the account or from the project. Okay. So these are all the few day-to-day related operations I wanted to show you today. Any questions, guys, so far? Say yes or no. Yes, Giri. Any question?
It's all good, Manju.
Okay. And last, one more option. Okay. Say, for example, now, uh, Sandeep, maybe after, okay, let me enable Sandeep account now. So, admin only. Vinayak is in Vinayak due to the recession. He joined as an joined in the admin department. After some time in the IT, we have the policy within after 18 months. If you want to switch internally, you can switch to some other technology, whatever you are interested. Okay, please go on mute. So now he wanted to move to IT. So he just internal job posting IJP applied. He applied IJP internal job posting, and he got through with an IT department. Okay, he's now joined as a server administrator. But since he is there in the admin department, all the admin related group policy will be started applying him. Correct? Huh? So we cannot do that. What we have to do? Ashok, go on mute. So if I now I want to move this user Vinayak from admin department to IT department. How to do that? You can just right click, drag the user and drop like this. That also work. Or you can just right click and move the user. Move, and where is the user in the India, in the Bangalore, and in the IT department you can move. Now you see Vinayak got moved from admin to IT. See, and now you want to have the access similar to the other users who are there in the IT department. Okay, what do you have to do? You have to start comparing the groups. See, Vinayak is here. Okay, and another user is Ashok. Okay, 1 minute. Properties. Okay, what you have to do? You have to compare both. No, why it is not coming both? Okay, it is coming na. Vinayak and Ashok. You see here, Ashok is the reference and Vinayak is the new one. What you have to do? You have to go to member of tab, and you see what all groups he is part of. User is now Ashok is part of domain user. Vinayak is also part of domain user. Then Ashok is part of IT-admins, but Vinayak is not part of IT-admins. So your work is to compare the groups and add the missing groups. IT-admins. Okay, IT-admins. Now apply. Okay. That means now Vinayak also got the similar access like Ashok has got. So Ashok was able to log into the PC01, correct? Na? Now let me try if Vinayak is also have access now. Okay, so I'll click on Vinayak K, na Vinayak K. Password is PASSWORD at the rate 123. See, sorry, Vinayak K, PASSWORD. Name password is incorrect. Okay, what I will do, I'll reset the password for Vinayak here. I'll quickly go to the DC01 and right click on the Vinayak user account, reset the password. PASSWORD at the rate 123. PASSWORD at the rate 123. I will uncheck this and I'll unlock this. Now let me go to the PC01. Let me type Google GOOGLE/VINAYAK at the rate 123. See, Vinayak now he is able to log in. That is how you have to handle the users. Okay, see, without even knowing what all access should be there, you just replicated the group memberships, member of tabs, then you will be part of all the access groups where the other users are part of it. Correct, na? Guys, that is how you will do the comparison. Sometimes user may raise a ticket stating that See, I am also in the same IT department, but my colleague is able to access this application and I am not able to access the application. I would request you to replicate the same level of access as my colleague has got. The colleague's mirror ID is Sandeep or Ashok. What you have to do, you have to go to Active Directory, open Ashok or Sandeep's ID, go to member of tab and open the problematic user, the user who has raised the ticket, search the user and open the tabs and compare it. Whatever group is missing, you can just start adding the groups there. Okay, you can even add in a different place. Okay, here Active Directory is there na. We have to go to Active Directory admin center here, tools, Active Directory admin center. Okay, you can go here. There you can do easily. You can add multiple groups. All those things can be added here. Okay, Active Directory. Here you can just it's a password global search here. Like if I do Vinayak, okay. See, you opened here. Here you can, if you want to copy all the groups member of, okay, you can just export all at a time. You can add it. You can add all the groups to the other users. Okay, like that. Double click and add the group. See here, you can just member of. This is not looking good actually. Okay, so 1 minute. Let me check. If you want to export the group now, here see member of here blank is there. Okay, you can just say control a, copy and paste all the user accounts, user groups in the other users. That can be done. Okay, tomorrow I'll show you. When I create more number of groups, I'll show you that how to do. Okay, so this is how you have to handle the comparison, or this is how you have to handle the access. So if you know this much very thoroughly, guys, I'm telling you, you will crack all the interviews and you don't have to feel bad, or you should not be skeptical. Okay, so don't have to worry. Okay, that's all, guys. Any questions? Hello.
All
Let
good.
me
Thank you.
stop the recording once again, guys.